it's going to be a special guest speech by the Honorable Minister, person of Professor Isa Ali Pantami, I beg your pardon, ably represented here by Professor Saliu Janaidu. Please, a round of applause for him as he comes to give his keynote speech. Please, a round of applause for him, please. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Good morning. It is my pleasure to be with you this morning to represent my boss, Professor Isa Ali Ibrahim Pantami, the Honorable Minister of Communications and Digital Economy. He is a professor of cybersecurity, and whenever cybersecurity events are organized, you know, he pays attention to it, regardless of who is organizing it. So he has directed me to represent him at this occasion, and therefore I'm a messenger, and I will read his message to you. So you permit me to stand on the rules of engagement already established so that I read his speech to you. May peace, mercy, and blessings be upon you. I am very delighted to deliver the keynote address at the Cyber Starters Conference 2022, taking place today at both face-to-face and virtually. The fact that we are discussing cybersecurity in a conference organized by youth, that we have realized the important role that cybersecurity plays in the digital economy. The theme of this event, emergence of a cyber workforce, is very apt, timely, especially in today's world of increased connectivity and mobile penetration. The Dutch philosopher, Desiderius Erasmus, is believed to have coined the now popular phrase, prevention is better than cure, around the year 1500. The concept of cybersecurity is in alignment with the concepts behind this phrase. It seeks to prevent cybercrime, even more that it seeks to lead to recovery of cyber breaches. Cybersecurity is a topical issue, and this conference will afford Nigeria, Africa, and indeed the entire world a unique opportunity to raise awareness, share ideas with a view to developing a veritable workforce that will help us to create a secure cyberspace. There is an ongoing datafication of society where everything moves online, increased connectivity, with many services migrating to digital platforms, resulting in the generation of data anytime such services are used. This transition has made it easier for users to go online and has made it easier to make informed decisions on the best methods for increasing system efficiency and improving user experience online. Unfortunately, this datafication of society also makes it easier for cyber crimes to occur at a scale much larger than physical crime. The impact of cyber crime on the economy of the world. Cyber attacks are growing at a rapid rate, with more malware being launched than ever before. According to the chief technologist, security and privacy personal system of Hewlett-Packard, he says, a new piece of malware is released every day within 4.2 seconds. One of the problems that chief information security officers, CISOs therefore face is how to combat the sheer volume of malware that is bombarding us. The resulting damages of cyber attacks are not only increasing, but are unfortunately projected to cause the loss of approximately $5.2 trillion across the globe by 2023, according to Accenture. This is over 35% of the GDP of China, 137% of the GDP of Germany, or over 173% to GDP of the entire African continent. By all standards, this is a huge and expensive global threat. Cybercrime is one of the challenges resulting from the internet and is a great threat to the global economy. Cybersecurity ventures expect global cybercrime costs to grow by 15% over the next 5 years, reaching $10.5 trillion annually by 2025, up to $3 trillion in 2025, up from that. Now, this represents the greatest transfer of economic wealth in history and is one of the greatest risks against the drive for innovation and investment. It is exponentially larger than the damage inflicted from natural disasters in a year and more profitable than the most traded commodities on the globe. That was the impact of cybersecurity on the world economy. Cybercrime statistics in Africa. As Africa's GDP reached $3.3 trillion in 2017, the cost of cyber crimes for the same year also grew significantly, with Nigeria, Kenya, and South Africa recording the largest losses. According to a report by Serianu, a Kenya-based cybersecurity IT firm, cybercrime cost African economies $3.5 billion in 2017. In that year, annual losses to cybercrimes were estimated for Nigeria as $649 million, Kenya as at $210 million. Likewise, according to the South African Banking Risk Information Center, South Africa loses approximately $150 million annually to cyber attacks. For most African countries, unsecured telecommunication infrastructure has created an enabling environment for cyber crimes to thrive, a situation which partly accounts for the decline in productivity across several sectors. It is quite surprising to note that approximately more than 90% of African businesses are operating without the required cyber security apparatus. So that is the picture of cybersecurity and its impact in Africa. Now, Africa as the next epicenter of the global tech ecosystem. There is growing global interest in African tech space, and for good reason. Africa is the fastest growing continent with the youngest population. Largest single free trade zone valued at $3 trillion through the African Continental Free Trade Zone. In addition to this, there is a rapid growth in the tech ecosystem. Prior to 2015, there was very little venture capital flowing into the African continent. But according to TechCrunch, since 2015, there has been a 40% average growth rate of venture capital funds into the African continent. This is remarkable and points to the fact that the world sees great potential in the tech sector in Africa. In addition to this, leading tech companies are paying greater attention to Africa than they have paid since they were established. In fact, the CEO of Microsoft recently referred to Africa as the tech investment destination. As such, there is an urgent need to fortify our cyber defense if we do not want our digital transformation efforts to accelerate the breaching of our cyberspace. Indeed, we have to keep cybersecurity at the forefront of digital business of the continent. A framework for securing Africa's cyberspace. In one of my recent books, in one of the Honorable Minister's recent books called or titled Cybersecurity Initiatives for Securing a Country, I dwelt extensively on ways through which countries can keep cybersecurity at the forefront of digital business. In a chapter of the book, I presented a framework on how cybersecurity can be used to secure a country. One pillar of the framework recommends introducing elementary cybersecurity courses for students from primary to tertiary education levels. Another complementary pillar in the framework is the need to build capacity in cybersecurity to support advocacy and innovation. The framework was developed in such a way that it can be expanded and adapted to address the cybersecurity needs of our continent. Need for emergence of a cyber workforce. From what I have said in the preceding paragraphs, cybersecurity is a threat to the global economy. The African continent is more vulnerable to the threat of cybersecurity. Therefore, we must plan to address this threat, as suggested in my book, especially as Africa is becoming more attractive to big companies of the world. According to an article published on 20th December 2021 on the cybersecurity job site, they say that information security jobs will remain in high demand in the coming years as businesses continue to struggle with the twin issues of talent shortages on the one hand and increasingly sophisticated and aggressive hacking attempts on the other. So there are two challenges. Furthermore, the Africa Center for Strategies in a 2021 report stated that Africa faces a growing 100,000 person shortfall in certified cybersecurity professionals. So there is serious shortage according to studies. So this is one of the reasons why I have been advocating for the grooming of cybersecurity professionals in Nigeria and Africa. And in this conference, there seems to be an agreement between my long-yearning and the thinking of the cyber starters. I therefore urge you to strive to acquire skills that will enable you to be a job creator or an employee in one or more of the following positions: cybersecurity analyst, cybersecurity consultant, cybersecurity manager or cybersecurity administrator, systems engineer, network engineer or network architect, penetration tester, and incident tester. These are key positions that are in high demand all over the world. According to Cybersecurity Ventures, there were estimated to be 3.5 million cybersecurity vacancies around the world as at the end of 2021. Therefore, there are a lot of opportunities for you as you obtain skills and become a professional in these positions that are in very high demand. Companies are competing fiercely for the best talent with high salaries and other benefits. I therefore urge you to pursue this path with passion, dedication, and resilience, with a view to becoming skillful cybersecurity professionals. Finally, I wish you, our cyber starters, a very successful conference as you start well in your cybersecurity journey. It is my prayer and hope that you will emerge as a world-renowned workforce in the defense of cyberspace in Africa and in the world. Thank you, and God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you.
Very much, sir. Before you leave, sir,